For commercial drivers and their employers, a DOT drug or alcohol violation can feel like the end of the road. But there is a federally mandated path back. Today, we're going to break down the official return to duty process, step by step, using the DOT's own framework to see exactly how a driver can get back to work safely and legally.
So a violation happens. What's the immediate fallout? Well, the answer is swift, and it's the very first critical step in a process that's mandated by federal law. And there you have it. The second a violation is confirmed, you are pulled from the driver's seat. Not after your shift, not at the end of the week, we're talking immediately. And this isn't just a company policy, it's a federal regulation. It's all about making sure that operators are 100% drug and alcohol free. Okay, so the driver is officially off the road. This is what triggers a formal process that starts with some really crucial first steps, specifically documenting and reporting exactly what happened. So what exactly counts as a violation, and who has to report it? Well, it depends. If it's a verified positive drug test, that has to be reported by the medical review officer, or MRO. But if it's a positive alcohol test of 0.04 or higher, or an outright refusal to take a test, those have to be reported by the employer. And that last one, other violations, that includes something called actual knowledge, which means an employer has to report if they directly see drug or alcohol use, get a relevant traffic citation, or if a driver actually admits to it. In every one of these cases, the same mandatory process kicks in. And this information doesn't just stay in a file somewhere. The employer is on a strict deadline. They have to report the violation to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration's clearinghouse database. That's the FMCSA, within just 3 business days. This creates a permanent official record that's going to follow the driver. All right, with the violation officially on the record, the focus now shifts from the consequence to the resolution. See, this isn't just about punishment. It's a structured, supervised path designed to get drivers back to work safely and in full compliance with the law. And this right here perfectly illustrates that path. This 6-step graphic is the official checklist that's tracked right inside the clearinghouse. Every single step has to be completed, in order, and officially reported. For the rest of this explainer, we'll be walking through this exact roadmap. So what are the first 2 steps? They're all about connecting the driver with a specific type of expert. The employer is actually required by law to give the driver a list of DOT-qualified substance abuse professionals. Then it's up to the driver to pick one and make contact to get the process started. This brings us to the next really crucial phase, the SAP evaluation. The substance abuse professional, or SAP, is the central figure who's going to guide the driver through the entire recovery and compliance process. Now, a SAP isn't just any therapist. They are specifically trained and qualified to evaluate drivers under strict DOT regulations. Their job is to conduct a really thorough assessment and then prescribe a very specific plan of action, which could mean education, treatment, or maybe even both. The whole SAP process happens in 2 key stages. Step 3 is that initial face-to-face assessment where the SAP lays out the required program. After the driver completes everything the SAP required, they come back for step 4, which is a follow-up evaluation. This is where the SAP determines if the driver has successfully complied and is now eligible to take that all-important return-to-duty test. This is it. This is the moment the entire process has been building towards. After successfully finishing the SAP's program, the driver has to prove they are ready to safely get back to their duties. This right here represents step 5 on our roadmap. Before an employer can legally put you back in a safety-sensitive role, you have to take a specific return-to-duty test, and it has to be ordered by that employer. And the requirement is crystal clear. It only takes 1 test, but that result must be negative. If it's positive at this stage, the process stops right there, and the driver cannot return to duty. It's also really important to know that this isn't just a routine test. To ensure the complete integrity of the sample, all return-to-duty drug tests are done under direct observation by the person collecting the specimen. So, a negative test result means the driver is eligible to return to safety-sensitive duties. But getting back behind the wheel isn't the end of the story. The last part of this journey involves a mandatory long-term follow-up plan. This is step 6. The SAP creates a mandatory follow-up testing schedule. We're talking a minimum of 6 unannounced tests in the first year alone, but the SAP can require even more tests over a period of up to 5 years.
And critically, these are in addition to any normal random testing the driver might be selected for. So here's the bottom line. The driver is back to work, but the official return to duty process is only considered complete in the eyes of the DOT when the final test of that SAP's follow-up plan has been successfully finished. And this record has a long memory. As this quote shows, the violation stays in the clearinghouse for 5 years, or even longer if the follow-up plan extends beyond that. The path back to the driver's seat is clearly defined, but the record of that journey remains. It's a powerful reminder of the responsibility that comes with every single safety-sensitive role on our roads.